Hello, hi everybody. Today I am again before you to discuss about the tips of interview. What is interview and how you should tackle the interview board. This is very important part. Since very long I have been thinking about to prepare one video for my viewers. So today I am here before you to give some important tips. So my dear friend, every serious students when after cracking the written exam has to face the interview. So here I have worked out on basing on my experience. I have just made some notes also, since it is a big subject. So I have taken a help of my laptop also this time. So I have make this interview into the four part. You can say how to prepare to perform well in the interview, and you can say third part according to me is before going to interview hall, what should be your preparation, and fourth, you must know what the interview board want to assess in yourself. That is very important. If you want to know all these aspects, it will be very easy for you to face the interview board, and you will be very confident. So here we will go one by one and we'll discuss in length so that before going to interview you will always be in confidence. So first, what is interview? See, interview is an opportunity to present one's personality, which the organizations wants to know about you. See, what the interview board want to know, it is all about attitude, your views, and what is your awareness level. So it is opportunity for everyone to show before the interview board skillfully. So this interview is all about that. And second one, I want to discuss what I have prepared basing on my experience, how to perform well for interview. Before going to interview hall, you must, according to me, the first step, you should know about yourself. It is very important. Everybody want to know about yourself. So the same way interview board, people also want to know about yourself. The industry, where for what you are going for an interview, for that industry you must know. You should have the knowledge to talk sensibly about the industry as well as the organization. This is most of the neglected area, This is most of the neglected area where people don't work before going for the interview. So I think about the industry you must prepare. This is about the organization. Suppose you are working in an organization and you are going for a internal promotion process. So this about the organization you must know. What are the statistical figures and what is the scope for further growth in that organizations. Those are very important. And what are the important activities, what is all around going in that industry on a global level. what are the threats, etc., etc., and how the organization will grow in future. Those aspects you must touch. This is very important. And suppose if you are working in an organization and you are doing some job, you have been allotted with some job, you must know about that job properly, because it is seen that many times you have been asked about the job, what you are doing, and the freshers who are attending the interview, they must know about their subject, what they have recently studied, like that. So there will be many questions. There will be many questions about from their subjects, so that your subjects must be prepared well. So this is the second aspect, how to perform well for interview. And third one, what I have bifurcated, the third one. So before you enter in a hall, what preparation you should make, it is very important, because the personality shows what kind of person you are. So before entering the hall, be neat, tidy and clean. You must prepare well. See that you are well groomed. Choose your dress with utmost care. It must be fitting with the occasions, because you are going to attend an interview, not a party. So you must your dress must be like that. It should be fitting at the occasion. Don't wear shirt with big checks. Don't wear definitely t-shirts and jeans are not recommended. Never do these mistakes. Light color shirt with dark color pant usually preferred, And for ladies, all the traditional dress like sari, Punjabi dresses with light shades are preferred. And how to enter the interview hall. This is very important. This is the etiquette of entering there is an etiquette of entering the interview hall. So before you enter in a hall, you must gently knock a door twice, simple twice, light door. Then take permission. Just have a small look into the room, you should open a door, and you must have permission to enter into the room. You walk with confidence. You must walk with confidence. Be straight, and don't sit before you have been said to be seated. If you are not been said, or suppose somebody in a board forgot to tell you to sit, then you can ask, may I sit, sir, like that. After sitting, you say thank you. It is a very common and important etiquette. Do not carry your bags, files until it is instructed to you, because all the information. Suppose you are in organizations, or you are going through the internal process of promotion. So all the data and everything is before them. So there is no need to carry the documents or file documents. But the freshers, you can carry, or if it is not you can ask in the person who are attending you before entering the room. You can ask, can I carry my bags, or there will be some written informations that you have to carry your documents. Then you can carry, and you can put your files in your lap or on the table with full confidence. It is very important to reach the venue. I forgot that to mention. It is very important to reach the venue at least 1 hour before, so that you can get relaxed. It is also very important. So these are the very important part before going into interview hall. Please remember. And fourth and very important thing, which is what the interview board's members, chairman, assess in you. That is very important. So what they assess, if you know what the people are going to assess, it will be easy for you to prepare. So this is first is the level of confidence. The level of confidence, because in a written examination most of the parts of your knowledge has been checked. So in the interview they check the level of confidence. Second, they want to know whether you have clarity in your thoughts or not. It is also important. Third one is analytical ability, management ability. They want to know whether you are able to manage in a difficult situation or not. That aspect they want to check in you. Fourth one is your communication skills. It is very important part. Communication skills. Do you have a good communication skill or not? And fifth one is the level of knowledge. A certain level of knowledge, certain awareness, what is happening around you. That aspects are going to be checked. And this is last but not the least, according to me, is the body language. It is a very important part. And we will discuss one by one all these steps. I worked hard, basing on my experience, collecting the data for you people. First is level of confidence. Level of confidence you can gain by practicing. Before going to interview, you must practice. Practice, practice, and practice is a very good mantra for attaining any good confidence. Even you attending the written examinations, that practice only works. Then you become a very confident before attending the examination. So as in the interview also, you have to practice before going to interview. If possible, on the day of interview, in the morning, you have to plan like this. So you go for walking, morning exercise, relax yourself. You have to be relaxed. And before that, you must have a sound sleep in the night. And there's no predetermined script in the interview. Interview is a spontaneous process. They all want to know about your personality. So by doing all these things, you can make your confidence level boost. So it is very important. In the interview, but don't be emotional, don't be nervous. If suppose many times it happens that you have been asked a questions and you don't know it, so don't be nervous, be confident. You show your confidence level, and you can easily accept that, and you can say the interview board that yes, I'm afraid that I don't know the answer. They accept that because they want to know how you are tackling the situation. That is important. Second one, I said clarity of thoughts. Suppose you are asked the reason to join the certain company or certain organizations, then your clarity of thoughts must be clear. It must be clear, and it is not because all of a sudden you have been asked, and if you are prepared for that, definitely you will be confident of giving the answer. So it is not there that as they asked and you started giving the answer. You can recollect your thoughts, then you give the answer. So clarity of thoughts is very important. It is very important. Blurred or casual or half attempted answer is not recommended. You must have a clear thought in your mind. You must recall, you can recall something for a moment and then you answer. So clarity of thoughts is very important. Analytical ability, third one. Analytical ability and management ability has been checked. If you are going for and officer career examinations, this is a very important part which will be checked definitely, because you have to handle the situations. Many times the situations which will come, it will be a new for you, but how you handle the situation, it is very important. So that aspects, whether that thing is in you or not, and you have developed or not in you, this aspect will be checked. It is very important. So in that, checking that ability in you, board many times give you a hypothetical questions to handle the situation. Suppose this and the situation, and then how you will tackle and how you will do. These aspects will be checked. Then what you have to do? You should understand the particular situation. What are the situation? Analyze it, because every situation is different. Then you give the answer. And your strategy, when you are giving your answer, your strategy should be based on the potential in the area. In every area there is a different potentials. So you must understand what are the potential, what are the situations. Then you analyze that situations properly, then you give the answer. That kind of management ability has been checked in you. Next one is communication skill. Very important part. Without that, without having a communication skill, it is very important, it is very difficult to convey your message to others clearly. So you must have a communication skill. When you are sitting in a hall, keep your eyes and ears open. Study their reactions, the board reactions, their facial expressions, their body language. Then you will know when to stop talk in and when to listen. This is a very important part. As a rule, it is a very important rule, don't interrupt. If other person wishes to talk, let him do so. And do not shoot the answer. When it is asked, you must pause before giving the answer. It is very important. Do not draw conclusion, and when you are answering, be discreet. When you talk about your own, be discreet. When you talk about your accomplishment, be discreet, and it should be conveyed very tactfully, so that it cannot be conveyed to the board that you are boasting about yourself like that. Do not criticize. It is not good to criticize in interview board. Next, it is do not try to find faults, and it is said that it is better to not criticize, and it is better to be silent to criticize, you can say. These are the very important. And talk slowly, deliberately, audibly. Do not shout, and even do not mumble. These are a very important part. Pronounce your words with clarity. It should not be like if you pronounce, the member of the board ask, excuse me or pardon what you said, like it shouldn't be like that. The voice and the word should have a clarity. Then avoid the use of the phrases like you see, I say, of course, I mean, etc., etc. These are the negative, I think it is remarks and sentences or phrases. Next one, the level of knowledge. The level of knowledge is also checked, or I can say that though it has been checked in the written, but they want to know in this stressed situation whether your knowledge level, you can recollect those knowledge what you have acquired at the time of your written examinations. This is a very important part. And while showing your knowledge level, it should be avoided to boast about yourself. You should be very tactful. Don't be over smart. Don't be try to be clever. You always keep in mind the board members are cleverer than you, and they have seen, they are experienced people. So don't try to be a clever or over smart. And if board members point out some mistakes in you, and you also find facts in that, then you have courage to accept that. You must own it up, that yes, these are all the positive aspects of you in your communication skill, which they want to know, which they want to judge. So this is also a very important aspect. Next and last one, not the least, it is the body language, very important part. I love that. You must walk, I already said you must walk erect and with confidence when you enter in a hall. You must check unnecessary movement in your body, uncontrolled movement, unnecessary movements. Don't make any sound. Suppose you are sitting on a table and doing unnecessary movement, look into the eyes of the chairman and members. You talk to them, smile and be pleasant, be enthusiastic and interested. You must be interested to listen others. These are all the body parts, body language. These are all the body language which shows your positiveness. You must be lively, don't be dull, keen and cheerful. Let your optimism and energy radiate in the interview hall. So my dear friend, these are the important points which I tried to discuss with you. Very important things. I have worked hard on this topic to prepare. I think if you go through minutely on these aspects, I think it will be very much helpful for attending the interview. So once again, this is IRFAN signing off before we meet you again. Thank you.